Breaking news. Federal authorities say they found a backpack containing up to 5 devices in New Jersey last night. And this discovery follows several attacks that happened over the weekend. The bag was found in a wastebasket in Elizabeth, New Jersey, near train tracks. Authorities say one of the devices exploded while a bomb squad robot attempted to disarm it. There were no reports of injuries, and more explosions are possible. And also breaking this morning, several people described as persons of interest are in custody in connection to the explosion in a New York City neighborhood. Investigators took them into custody during a traffic stop along a highway in Brooklyn. We have also just learned that NYPD is looking for 28-year-old Ahmad Rahami for questioning as well. He's a naturalized citizen from Afghanistan. Rahami, though, could be armed and dangerous. 29 people were injured during the blast. They have all since been released from the hospital. Authorities also found an unexploded pressure cooker a few blocks away. And the Islamic State is claiming responsibility for the stabbing spree at a Minnesota mall over the weekend. A young man dressed as a private security guard entered the mall in St. Cloud wielding what seemed to be a kitchen knife. He apparently made one reference to Allah before carrying out the attack. An off-duty police officer shot and killed him. Breaking news right now here in the Mid-State. We've learned that an investigation is underway after an accident involving an officer in Cheatham County. We're working to get more details right now from the authorities there and the TBI. The incident involved a Mississippi officer. It happened on I-40 East near the Davidson-Cheatham lines. There are reports it was a shootout. As soon as we learn more, we will bring you an update. Also breaking overnight, a man is in critical condition after being shot multiple times in Nashville. News Channel 5's Dan Kennedy live at Vanderbilt Medical Center where that victim's being treated. Dan, do police have any idea about any suspects in this case?
Just a very vague suspect description, Amy, and it's what they've been going off of from witness statements. And all they're getting from witnesses is that they saw a black male in a dark colored car with dark tinted windows carry out this shooting. This is what the scene looked like shortly before 10 o'clock. Last night is when this happened. This is the 1600 block of 16th Avenue North in North Nashville. When police got there, they got multiple 911 calls about shots fired. That's when they discovered this young man in his early 20s shot multiple times. They loaded him up in an ambulance and took him here to Vanderbilt University Medical Center, where doctors have been working throughout the night trying to save this man's life. Last update we got from overnight captain is that this young man is in critical condition after being shot multiple times. Now the search continues for the suspect. Back out here live at Vanderbilt, police are asking anyone who might have seen or heard anything, no matter how small it may seem, may be the one clue they need to put this case together and make an arrest. The number to call, 615-74-CRIME. Reporting live this morning from Vanderbilt, Dan Kennedy, News Channel 5.
Dan, thank you. And a man has died after being hit by a semi on I-40 in North Nashville. Westbound lanes just reopened on I-40 near mile marker 208 just north of downtown. Officers tell us they believe the man crashed his car and then got out of the vehicle. They say several people tried to help him, but it appears the man laid on the road on purpose, and a semi driver ran over him, possibly didn't realize what had happened, and drove on. Police are now looking for that driver to take his statement. Another driver has slammed into a light pole overnight and damaged a building in downtown Nashville. This on 4th at North and Dedrick Street around 2. Glass from that crash damaged the UBS building and another light pole. Officers say the driver was under the influence, and we're working to get more information on the charges that may be forthcoming. A teenager is fighting for her life this morning after a shooting in Clarksville. Police arrested 19-year-old DeMarcus Eli in connection to that shooting. We're told it happened at a home on Cedar Springs Road yesterday. Eli was involved in a fight with another person when 19-year-old Ashley Ashworth was shot. She was not the intended target. Eli is currently being held on a $1 million bond. And right now, Metro Police are working to find the man who robbed a Waffle House. It happened yesterday morning on McGavick Pike. Police say the man walked into the restaurant and demanded everyone get to the ground. He ended up getting away with cash. He was armed with a black compact handgun. But if you have any information, call Crime Stopper 615-74-CRIME. And we're learning more about a crash involving a Montgomery County Sheriff's deputy. This happened yesterday on Highway 76. Authorities say a car turned left in front of the deputy while trying to get onto I-24. The deputy, the other driver, and a passenger were taken to the hospital, but it's not clear how serious their injuries are right now. The driver, however, will be cited for failure to yield. And news of a spill from an Alabama fuel line has prompted drivers across Middle Tennessee to rush to the gas station, and that has officials saying don't panic because it's caused a fuel supply disruption. Colonial Pipeline says a temporary line is now under construction to bypass that section that's leaking. The pipeline's been shut down since September 9th, but reps say they hope to have it back up and running this week. Tennessee is one of 6 states that have declared a state of emergency in response. Officials say just fill up like you usually do. And we have seen a bit of a spike in gas prices. Statewide, the average for regular spiked about 10 cents a gallon, up to $2.10. A little bit steeper in the Clarksville, Hopkinsville area, about $2.14. And there are also reports of price gouging across the state, which is illegal. If you see something that needs to be reported, you can call the number on your screen or go online. We've got the information on our website for you. Just go to newschannel5.com.